Muy buenos días, compañeros. Good morning, folks, and welcome to today's edition of the Sugar City Morning Show. It is always a pleasure to bid you good morning and to salute you, Belizeans. Buenos días, compañeros. Un gran gusto saludarles hoy por la mañana. Hoy siendo jueves, el 21 de diciembre, y ya vamos terminando el año, compañeros. Ya vamos terminando el año, ya escasamente 10 días antes que terminemos el año. Y en realidad, ¿cómo pasa el tiempo? ¿Cómo pasa el tiempo? Recuerdo que hace unos cuantos meses, y solo que parecieran nada más como unas cuantas semanas en vez de meses, decía yo que nada más faltaban 3 meses para la Navidad y la gente se reía y decía, estás hablando tonteras, te estás adelantando tú. Hoy en día ya estamos a unos cuantos días de la Navidad y importantemente del comienzo de un año nuevo. Compañeros, ojalá y el crecimiento espiritual y la conciencia espiritual suceda este año como debe suceder con lo que es, cuando se trata de el significado verdadero de la Navidad. Es más, lo que quiero decir es que ojalá, y aunque sí salemos a comprar frutas y marley y cortinas y todo eso no está muy bien y indica que estamos preparándonos para un nuevo año, pero también nunca olvidar el espíritu verdadero de la Navidad. Y el espíritu verdadero de la Navidad es simplemente compartir. No exactamente recibir, pero compartir. Porque si que recibes, debes de compartir lo que recibes. ¿Ok? Y eso es importante. Pero ese acto de compartir viene ya luego que tú, luego de un poco de pensamiento, luego un poco de análisis, luego un poco de crecimiento espiritual que dice, comparte con lo que tienes, porque ojalá y pudiéramos compartir entendimiento, ojalá pudiéramos compartir compasión, ojalá y pudiéramos compartir muchas otras cosas más a menudo, pero hoy en día tratemos de empezar con compartir lo poquito que tenemos con otras personas y verás, compañero, verás las grandes bendiciones que te vendrán. No lo hagas por las bendiciones, hazlo simplemente porque te nace compartir. Hazlo simplemente porque te nace compartir. Buenos días de nuevo. Vamos a empezar como siempre en nuestro programa con una oración. Padre, permítenos el crecimiento que se espera de nosotros cada Navidad. Cuando celebramos la venida de Jesucristo y cuando debemos de darnos cuenta que tú, en tu gran amor para toda la humanidad, diste tu propio Hijo, que es el mayor regalo que pudiste haber dado. Tu propio Hijo para redimirnos y perdonarnos. Padre, ayúdanos a seguir adelante con las palabras de Jesús, de ser más sensibles a las necesidades de otros, de ser buenas personas, de no tratar a otras personas tratar a las personas con falta de respeto y a no maltratar a las personas y a tratarlos como justamente se merecen que los trates. ¿Okay? Con mucho respeto y que al final del día, Padre, podamos decir que estamos compartiendo con nuestros vecinos, con nuestros familiares. Cuando podemos decir esta Navidad fue una Navidad preciosa porque conseguí y lo compartí con mis vecinos y mis amistades y mis familiares. Y aunque no me queda mucho, pero lo compartí. Muchos de nosotros no queremos hacer eso. No queremos hacer, pero permítenos lograr ese crecimiento espiritual, Padre, para poder lograr a ese punto, llegar a ese punto. Padre, te doy las gracias por mis familiares, por mis compañeros de trabajo, por nuestras amistades, por toda la salud y las fuerzas que nos das. También te pido, Padre, por los ancianos, los niños, y dales fuerza, Padre. A los niños, dales de comer, que estén bien. A los enfermos, sánalos, Padre, cúralos. Y por todos nosotros, que tengamos un bonito día. Amén. Good morning. If you've just joined us, it is 9 minutes after 7 o'clock. This is the general weather forecast, and the general situation says mainly fair weather conditions prevail over our area. The 24-hour forecast says sunny with a few cloudy spells today and partly cloudy tonight. Showers will be isolated except for over inland and southern areas where a few more can be expected. It says except over inland and southern areas where a few more can be expected. The winds blowing from the east at 5 to 15 knots. The sea stayed choppy. Temperatures along the coast: 84 degrees as a max, 77 degrees as a low. Inland, a max of 88 degrees and a low of 72 degrees. We are in a rather warm spell, ladies and gentlemen. Warm spell, because this morning, when I came out at about 6 o'clock, the fog was heavy. Heavy, heavy, heavy. You couldn't see your finger in front of you. Well, the old people would say, eso es calor hoy, va a calentar el sol. So we're going up to 88 degrees Fahrenheit today, ladies and gentlemen. And with a low of 72. No, it's been a while. We don't go down. We stay at 72. Because generally we've been down to 68, 67, 66. But all the way up to 72. I'm hoping that we're going to be getting some sort of respite, some sort of the cold breeze will come in, because then again, Christmas is not Christmas without having a little cool breeze. And in the hills, 75 degrees as a max and 64 degrees as a low. The outlook for Friday and Friday night is for similar weather conditions to prevail. There is a low tide. There was a low tide this morning at 6:19. A high tide today at 17 minutes after midday. Another low tide at 27 minutes after 5. And a second high tide at 11:46 tonight. The sun rose this morning at 19 minutes after 6. And the sun sets today at 5:23. Today is when we have the beginning of, in the northern hemisphere, what we refer to as the winter solstice. Today at 26 minutes or 28 minutes after 10 Central Time, which is pretty much, I think, maybe about the same as ours. I don't know if we're Central or Mountain. I do believe we're on Central. Yes. It's going to be when the sun is directly over the Tropic of Capricorn. And then after that, it begins what we call a slow return towards the equator, which means that our days now will begin to get progressively longer. So it's going to begin the sun is going to begin to rise a little bit earlier and set a little bit later. And this will continue all the way into the spring equinox, which will be approximately March 21st, when equinox means igual que la noche, equinox equal to the night. So that means that at that day, the length of daylight is going to be exactly the same as the length of the night time. And then eventually it goes up. The sun goes up to the Tropic of Cancer, and that is the beginning of the summer solstice. So today at 10:28, the winter solstice begins, and happens, and after this, our slow return to longer days and shorter nights. No, where was I? Yes, the sun sets today at 5:23. The moon rises this morning at 12 minutes before 9, and the moon sets today at 24 minutes after 8. Thank you, Michael Gentle, for this information. Thank you very much. I noticed that they have been posting on the website from 29 minutes after 5, and which means that they are up from very, very, very early. Thank you very much. All those people at the Met Service, thank you for putting that information up on the website so people else can share it with the public. Buenos días, compañeros. Este es el reporte del estado del tiempo para hoy jueves 21 de diciembre, lo que indica que hoy vamos a tener buen tiempo. Y hoy en definido, soleado con algunos periodos de nubosidad, parcialmente nublado también por la noche. Vamos a ver unos chubascos, pero estarán completamente aislados, pero el interior del país y la sección sur del país estará viendo un poco más de lo que el resto del país estará viendo. Los vientos del este de 5 a 15 nudos, el estado del mar agitado, temperaturas por la costa 84 como una máxima, 77 como una mínima, en el interior 88 como una máxima, 72. Hoy hubo pero mucha neblina, lo cual indica que sin tener que leer esto, la gente dirá, hoy va a ser calor inmenso. Pues sí, pero también indica que, como los indios decían, indios norteamericanos, dicen storm in 3 days. ¿Ok? Quizás no tengamos una tormenta por decir, pero habrá cambio de clima entre unos cuantos días. Por las colinas una máxima de 75 y una mínima de 64. Se espera que mañana viernes y viernes por la noche tengamos condiciones similares a las que estamos viendo hoy. Una marea baja sucedió hace un ratito, 6:19. Una marea alta a las 12:17 minutos. Una segunda marea baja a las 5:27 y una segunda marea, hoy por la tarde, perdón, y una segunda marea alta a las 11:46 minutos. Dense cuenta que las 4 mareas sucedieron dentro del mismo periodo de 24 horas. 11:46, ¿ok? El sol salió hoy, compañeros, a 6:19 y el sol se oculta a las 5:23, hoy por la tarde. De igual forma, la luna sale hoy a las 8:48 por la mañana y se oculta a las 8:24 minutos hoy por la noche. Muchas gracias, Michael Gentle. También quiero dar las gracias a todas las personas que han estado laborando fuertemente durante el curso de la noche, estamos hablando de los doctores, enfermeras, los trabajadores de los hospitales, los taxistas, también los trabajadores de las fábricas, también estamos hablando de los agentes de seguridad, los watchmen. También, pues hay muchas personas que cuando nosotros estamos durmiendo, ellos siguen haciendo su trabajo. Pues alguien lo tiene que hacer, compañeros. Y por eso saludamos a estas personas por hacer el trabajo que hacen. ¿Ok? Porque es muy importante. Hay que reconocer esto. ¿Ok? También quiero dar las gracias a nuestros patrocinadores, que sin ellos pues no fuera posible este show. Queremos dar las gracias al señor honorable Gaspar Vega, al señor German Vega y al señor Eduardo Vega. También a Derek Gillett, Northern Medical Specialty Plaza, Belize Tourist Board, Government of Belize Information Service, Press Office. Thank you very much. Muchas gracias por todo. ¿Ok? Y también si quieren las personas, los negocios, anunciar con nosotros, bienvenidos. Llámenos, porque nuestro señal se ve por todo el país. Importantemente, compañeros, no olvidar que cable o no, puedes ver Canal 10 por aire cualquier día, absolutamente gratis, si vives aquí en el distrito de Orange Walk y Corozal. Vamos a una pausa cuando son las 7:17 minutos y estaremos de vuelta con ustedes luego de estos anuncios. Vamos a esta pausa.
These sunny days are here, and whether it's for a picnic or in your kitchen, you need the meat. Gillette's Meat Shop proudly offers a variety of juicy cuts such as processed meats, ham, bacon, salami, longaniza, and sugar-cured ham, just to mention a few. Enjoy our meats in beef, pork, and mutton. So for that healthy cut your family enjoys, visit us at number 18 San Antonio Road in Orange Walk from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 1:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 12:30 and 3 to 5 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Place your orders at 322-3486 or 322-2175 or even 610-4061. Send us an email at derekgillett31@gmail.com. Gillette's Meat Shop, fresh and processed meats.
Every day when my daddy gets up to go to work, he says this is for me to have a better life. But I say, Daddy, we have a better life. Mommy don't have to leave home to wash my clothes anymore. We don't have to go all the way to a pump and back home those heavy buckets. No, Mommy just have to turn on the pipe and wash up and make we bathe as long as we want. Even the school teacher make we wash we hand a pipe instead of nasty bucket like before. Citadel, life is better. Water the life.
Where is Santa off to? To give away $100,000 in prizes from Digicel, of course. 100,000!
Northern Medical Specialty Plaza has been offering excellent health services since its inception in 2000. Today you can enjoy a wide range of medical services through our experienced doctors and dedicated friendly staff. No need to go to Belize City or Chatham Mall. Introducing our new state-of-the-art CT Scan 16 slides, now available at Northern Medical Specialty Plaza in high-definition technology, computerized tomography. Also available, ultrasound 4D scan, which shows moving 3D images of your baby. We also provide services such as mammograms, X-ray, clean and safe nursery, certified pharmacist, operating facilities, our 24 hours emergency and hospitalization, high technology research facilities. Our motto has always been to serve our community with compassion, quality, and affordable medical services, specially devoted to serve you. Visit us today at Orchid Drive in Orange Rock Town or call us at 302-3708. Northern Medical Specialty Plaza. Your health is our priority.
Everybody wants a clean and healthy family. That's why they purchase the best food products and the cleansing materials. This time, we give you a bigger size of La Costeña products like the mouth-watering fried beans and pasta sauce. And surely for your clean laundry, we have the breathtaking aroma of Ensueño Max Suavitel. Even your visitors will ask what you clean your floors and restrooms with. And you can boast it is the variety of Pinol products and Sultan Muriatic acid now in 900 milliliters. And much more for the best prices only at German Vega and Sons Imports. We serve you at number 5 San Antonio Road, Orange Walk Town, You can even call us at 322-3625 or 322-2672. Or you can even send us a fax at 322-2571 or email us at germanvega@btl.net. German Vega and Sons Limited, because we care for you.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Sugar City Morning Show. Bienvenidos de vuelta. And it's always a pleasure to welcome Mr. Robert Checky Usher. Good morning and welcome, Checky.
Good morning, Emmanuel.
How are you doing?
Fine, thank you.
Okay. I gathered that you were on the road last night. You went to play in Belmopan or someplace like that.
Yeah.
But that you had some concerns.
Yep.
And you came in this morning and said that how can people be so drive so fast on the highways and sometimes even recklessly. And you also were telling me about some bright lights on certain vehicles, and you were of the opinion that those new vehicles came with those. No, those vehicles, you need to buy those and put them on. But it is not right. It is illegal for you to do those, put those bright LED lights on your vehicle, because it is too powerful, and you sort of like blind the other driver.
Yeah, that is right. We went to perform for the UB End of the Year social event, and coming back from Belmopan, well, the traffic was busy on the Belmopan road. Not Belize and Belmopan, because we left about 6:30, but coming when we hit this Philip Gosson Highway from Barrel Boom to here, man, part of the highway is very busy. And when you see the vehicles, they come, they got on a high beam from far. And when you think the high beam, they got on the low beam for them. Because one time you blink your light and then put on the next bright light. You barely, you can't see nothing, and they come past a real high speed. And boy, it's dangerous. Very, very dangerous.
What's your best advice to anybody on the road right now, especially at nights?
Boy, I'd tell them to try avoid being on the road at night. But if you're on the road, man, it's tough. So I'd not say advise, but I'd ask them once where they put on the bright lights, man, for hold it down when you see what vehicle they come, because you see that blind, you know. And if something is on the other side of the road, I slow down, because I can't see anything. You know, on the highways there, they have people that ride their bicycle. Sometimes they have people on the road, they wait for catch one passage. You know, might see that. Sometimes a vehicle broke down on the road, and you can't see that vehicle because you get blind. And by the time that high beam pass you, maybe you knock right into the vehicle parked there. So people were parked on the road, maybe they got the hazard, or maybe the battery got down dead already, so the hazard, not even the flash. But if you broke down on the road, please try to pull off and put on your hazard, because when the vehicle call them big lights, the one when you there front and then they come, you can't see nothing, Emmanuel. Nothing, you can't see.
Well, I think that when what is it? SP, was it Mr. Jones, or was it?
I think it was Mr. Chi.
Oh, Mr. Chi? Okay.
Yeah.
We made some sort of commentary about the extra lights that certain vehicles are putting on. And I think that Mr. Chi got some sort of comment on his phone that none of these lights are legal. In other words, you cannot be adding on lights, ladies and gentlemen, to your vehicle unless you, well, not at all, period.
You don't get authority.
You don't get no authority. You don't get any permit, okay? It's just that it has a blinding effect on people. Now, you may be thinking about yourself only, that you want to see what they're out there, but at the same time, hey, it is hurting other people's ability to see, because what happens is that when you are driving on the road, and especially on the Northern Highway, and remember that some of the sections of the road don't have the sides marked nor the median marked.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah, true.
Which makes it particularly difficult to guide yourself as to where you are. If you had it, well, menos mal, because at least you could just shut your eye to the bright light in front of you and be guided, still stay on the road.
Right.
By
True.
the fact that you are still viewing the lines, the outside line and the median line.
Right.
But what makes it particularly difficult is when you don't have it and you're left with wondering, am I still on the road or is there something ahead of me? Okay?
That's it,
So-
Emmanuel. That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay? So I am asking people to please be very, very, very careful. One, to please desist from putting on these lights. Asking the authorities, the transport authorities, to please do their job in respect of those vehicles that are putting on extra lights, and also who are driving at 100 miles per hour on the Ultrabanke Road.
Ultrabanke at the right in a tongue,
That's within town, man. 80 miles per hour on the Ultrabanke Road. Boom!
Yeah, well,
What kind of boy?
yeah.
Mean on now vehicle? Yes. You only hear the lead pack it up
Yeah.
after the lead bumps.
Powell, we have Mr. Che in the house, so we are expand on that a little bit more, But yesterday I was saying, Emmanuel, I was sending out our appreciation from Nortevision Channel 10 to everybody who patronize this network, no? And we have some special shows that we do. We have the Christmas extravaganza that is done right here at Channel 10. We have the big giveaways that we did at German Vega and Sons Imports Limited. We have the 11 o'clock show, and people who advertise with the station, And when we do this program, it's for the audience. And by these companies, we have Delve. Make her get Delve. Wow. Hello, good morning, Delve.
Hello.
Good morning, good morning.
Good morning. How is the morning?
We're doing good, but we're doing much better since you called.
You can hear us? Can you hear us good? Hello?
Are you with us?
Hello, Delve.
I'm not hearing too clearly. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you very clear. You can hear we? Don't communicate through the television, Delve. Do it the same way. All right. So, Emmanuel, but we are dealing with that acknowledgement of our sponsors for the last part of the show, because they and people really comes through and they are making it a better Christmas for lots of people in the era, especially on the Christmas extravaganza, right? Because people are winning some great prizes, and people might say, man, I only win this, or that person win that, but you don't know how much that person appreciate winning something and having something for Christmas. Like we always say, Emmanuel, this is the season for giving and sharing and caring. And that's what we are doing right here. People might say, but we don't have this, what this one have, we don't have that, what that one have. But then everybody has to be different, man. That's
If we wanted to do it their way, we would have.
yeah, but we do it our way for you all. All right? And make I tell you something. They have a lot of people who really enjoy it. Somebody called me last night. I wasn't on the show. He said, but boy, I watched that Creole thing. It's very nice. You put on the Creole last night? All right, you see? So they have people who appreciate what we are doing. And we do it our way for you all. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Checking.
Yes, what's up? What happened is, Delvi, when you call us on the WhatsApp, you just need to not listen to the television. Do it just like how you do in San Pedro, and you'll hear us clear.
Yes, that was what I was doing, but it kept saying reconnecting. That is why I cut the line.
Okay, maybe we have an internet issue then. Can you
An internet.
Okay, so can you do it on the phone right now?
Yes, I just go through it quickly.
Okay, go ahead, Delvi. Go ahead.
All right. This one is entitled Be Still and Know. Be still and know.
Yeah, go ahead.
To wake up in the morning is courtesy of God's grace. To be with loved ones and share every moment is a reflection of God's faith. No matter what the circumstance may be still and know that in the midst of trials and tribulations, God never lets go. Relationships may fail, days are overdue. Tragedies do happen, but all the same is true that God seeks to deliver us and share us in His own, and save in His own way. But we need a heart that believes in His promises, to believe in the darkness. Now that is faith. So in the midst of adversity, just be still and know that no storm ever lasts forever, and God never lets go.
Thank you very much, Delvi. Thank you very much.
God never lets go.
No. No, He
I like
doesn't.
that finishing. Tell me, sometimes, I don't know if it happens, but we all go through those moments of desperation when we go like, Dios mío, ¿dónde estás? ¿Por qué está sucediendo todo esto a mí? Que me quieres, you know, me amas. But He is there with us every single moment of the day.
Yes, no matter in the high, the low, and the stuck in the middle is right here with us. It's our perspective at times.
Exactly. So we just have to believe that He is there with us, and that at the end of the day, He's talking to us through those experiences.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people would say, it's only you judging it yourself. Oh, it's only you saying all of that because your faith tells you to do that. But, you know, and even if that were the case, I'm still consoled by the fact that God speaks to us through our conscience.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes, yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Delvi, and you and your family have yourself a wonderful, blessed Christmas, all right?
And all the same for you. Thank you.
You give Miss Betty a message, did you?
Yes, I did.
All right.
Yes, I did.
Tell her, you just text me when you got it ready here.
All right, Mr. Chucky, no problem.
Yeah. So, Emmanuel, before we go on the show, the person told me last night, please tell Mr. Emmanuel thanks for repeating the story because he said, I heard about it, but I never see it. But hello, good morning.
Morning, Chucky and Mr. Manuel.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Uno no have to worry about what people think or say, because what Uno they do, that one very good thing, and Uno do more than what some people they do. You know, it's just kind of hard when you try to get in and you can't. Remember, Mr. Manuel, when the people from Quails, they asked about the third generation? Mm-hmm. I have the answer, I think I'm in 1971, but as hard as I tried to get in, I couldn't get in. But still thankful, you know, because we enjoy the show. Right. Don't worry about people. Uno just continue to do what Uno they do.
Yeah. I don't have the slightest worry, darling.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
It's not that it's not that we are worrying, you know. But the thing is that we have to be different, man, because you know what? The same thing that happened over, but somebody told me to tell you, Emmanuel, that thanks for repeating that Creole show because I said him hear about it, but you never see it. You know?
No, it's only right that we repeat it because pretty much the same way people are saying that they enjoyed the little Creole skit. And I wish that we could do a live performance, but unfortunately that requires a certain amount of logistics that we don't have access to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm so glad to have accessed that, and thank you, Nitch. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you very much.
Okay, man. So we are continuing. We have to give a list of all the people who support us, so we can acknowledge them at the end of the show. But we have Mr. Chi in the house, and we will be talking. He will be talking about the safetyness of this Christmas and what else we can do to remain safe for everybody to have a Merry Christmas, and what's the action of the police for this season as well, pa.
Okay, so we will take a break and we'll be right back with our invited guests. We'll be right back.
Thousands of Belizeans across the country are benefiting in the area of education and human resources development, water and sanitation systems enhancement,
Funding for these national developmental projects are secured through the Basic Needs Trust Fund 7 and 8 programs under CDB, with counterpart funding by the government of Belize and in-kind contributions by communities. CDB is one of government's strategic partners in answering the clarion call in pursuit to alleviate poverty. The BNTF program is CDB's flagship poverty reduction program that has contributed significantly to the national development of Belize since 1979. In the quest of providing an educational foundation, teachers and parents receive training in enhanced educational leadership and parenting skills. The aim to nurture capacity building, in particular teachers and the development of students at school and at home. In recognition of the rapid technological environment, SIF distributed computers, including smartboards, projectors, risographs, and other equipments to schools to enhance the school's curriculum. Another hallmark of the fund's momentous achievements is in the area of water and sanitation. Access to safe water will enable men, women, and children to meet their daily needs, such as drinking, cooking, bathing, and washing. Access to safe water will also contribute significantly in improving community health and hygiene. SIF, in conjunction with BNTF and in collaboration with the Ministries of Health and Education, embarked on a wash training program. Beneficiaries included the communities of San Victor, Pueblo Viejo, Conejo, as well as public awareness programs. Access to good quality education.
Very excited because this is the first time a port like this is built in PG.
This is a big achievement for the town because we have a lot of the youths there where they come out and want to play ball the same way. And this was a put up on another level.
A lot of youths can't even wait to play on the new court because it's so official and it's something new to PG and the whole.
I want to thank the government of Belize because they look out for PG, you know.
The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
6 cylinders to pure potential with better performance.
It looks like it vibrates. You think it could be the horsepower?
With a quart of oil and the calibration of the injectors, it will start to get the watchers again on the street.
We take a motor to its optimal level. We speak machine, rush runs, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega & Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
There's no need to go across the border to enjoy sun, sand, and crystal blue waters. Belize's northern islands and reef are just a boat ride away. Go slow and immerse yourself into the Caribbean Sea or enjoy some fresh coconut water. Or pick up the pace on an island where locals can enjoy sandy beaches by day and feast on your fresh catch by night. Discover the Mesoamerican Barrier Reef and submerge yourself into another world where you can experience a tropic gem you will want to return. You can also make new friends along the way. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show, ladies and gentlemen. Bienvenidos de vuelta. Today we have a very special guest with us. And today it is our pleasure to welcome Senior Superintendent. Senior Superintendent.
Not senior. Senior, next rank.
Oh,
Superintendent.
Superintendent to the show. Good morning.
Mornings.
Okay.
Good morning, Mr. Che. Welcome to the show again. Good to have you, sir.
Welcome. Good morning, Orinjoa. Good morning.
How are you doing?
Belize. Fine, thank God.
Busy?
Busy, but...
Busy.
Keep going there, keep going.
Yeah, that's part of the profession, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so how has Orinjoa been for you so far since you have came here, man?
It's been a pleasure for me to be back in Orinjoa, and it's so far...
Oh, you were here previously?
Yes. I was here before, many years, about 20 years before. And... since back as the OC now, then I was a constable working here. Now I'm the OC, so it's a different. But meeting some old friends, new friends, and you know, trying to get the job at heart done for the safety of our people.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so you're comfortable. You're fit to drop in.
Fit to 18.
All right. Who don't know Che, Joe?
Exactly.
Yeah, Che has always been a people's person, and he's back on a higher capacity, but he remains being a people's person, which is good, my brother.
That's all. Keep humble.
Yeah. Now, the Christmas is upon us. Talk to us.
Well, you know, Christmas is just what? 5 days away or 4 days away.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the little shopping is picking up. People are coming into town. People are spending a little extra money, little bonuses are being paid here and there. So there's a little bit more, you know. So people get a little loan from the bank. So we are trying to make it safe as possible for everyone, Cheke. But we are asking the public support. Without their support, we will not make it. So far, I must say, it's not 100%, but it is in the 90s, right? That we are holding up and things are holding out, and we want to keep it that way, right? I think you haven't heard
Have
of
we seen an increase or no increase at all in the amount of, say, muggings or anything for this year, or has it remained pretty much like the norm or a decrease? Have we seen? Tell us about it.
Well, we haven't gone to the statistics to check yet because we'll come the NIR stats to know what and what.
But out of the experience, what is the notion?
Well,
of
so far in Orange Walk, let's speak about Orange Walk, right? We haven't seen anything up in the increase as yet, and we hope to keep it that way.
Yes, okay,
right?
That's what I want to say. Yeah.
Right, we hope to keep it that way, and hence the reason why I'm asking for the public support, because I want to keep the crimes against person as minimal or none at all. I hope we'll get none at all, but you know, one or two might slip through the cracks.
Yes,
right?
yes.
But we want to keep it as low as possible. And where these things occurred, we won't want anyone to get hurt. That's the worst part, because sometimes people get mugged and then they just take away the little cash or whatever, the jewelry or whatever. But then there are times when they get injured, then it compounds the situation. You lose your property, plus you're injured, it makes it worse. And this is
Early call. Hello, good morning.
Buenos días.
Buenos días.
Que pasen una feliz Navidad y un próspero año nuevo, si Dios los permite.
Gracias, igualmente.
Me gustan sus programas y los que lo escucho.
Gracias.
Porque yo vivo hasta acá en Trinidad, pero siempre les escucho.
Gracias, muy amable. Ve el programa por...
Igualmente.
Okay.
Ándale, gracias.
Yes.
Gracias.
So you are mentioning about the extra shopping. Is there any special operation in place for your department here in Orange Walk on a daily basis leading up to this Christmas?
Yes, Jackie, we have the anti-crime patrols that is out, especially in the night. You'll see additional officers, or in the evening, starting from about 6 o'clock, 5:36. You have the additional officers. That is where we bring in everybody, right? The people who work the day work, they call the staff workers, people who work at the court, the community police, in the office workers, and everybody to complement the relief personnel, and we bring them to do that extra work to try to make it safe, because we don't have no additional resources to come in, right? And we try to spread them across the town to make sure, and someday even to the villages, we'll send in a patrol to just run through villages, spend an hour or two in there and come out back, you know, because some of the villages have the little shopping and thing going on there too, you know.
Right. So when people, when the people, the muggers or the culprits, they go wrong there, so they might figure, oh, that just downtown the police to them, and suddenly shop back here now, so we not say they're wrong there. That's not so, right?
No, the police, they're all over. You see, as I mentioned just now, they just came in from some villages north of us, so, and they're all around, you know. We keep try to share around.
Yes.
Superintendent, I live here in my Otrobenke, and I commented to Chucky about a week or so ago that at night, sometimes as early as 10, 11 at night, you have some vehicles speeding down the Otrobenke Road, which is right smack within town limits, at 60, 70, and even 80 miles per hour, all the way up to the police station and past into Queen Victoria Avenue. And I even saw the other day a motorcycle, okay, going past. I mean, there were vehicles going at 25, 30 miles per hour, but this one is very courageous. It went right, it overtook everybody else and went boom at approximately 70, 80 miles per hour, okay? And it went up the hill and passed into Queen Victoria Avenue. And fortunately, there was no accident. Fortunately, because what if, sir, what if there was a young child or somebody, or not even just a young child, but anybody for that matter. You know what I mean?
And at that speed you can't
there,
stop.
you can't. The damage is not only to the other person, it's to the person driving as well. Because if the person flips, amen, that is it. What measures are being taken to ensure that this kind of thing doesn't happen any longer, especially during nights in that area of town?
Sir, I will tell you that we are trying. We have out, as I left, another checkpoint was going up. We do checkpoints. We do it at different locations. And we have the Town Council traffic section, who likewise joins us at times, or sometimes they do their own thing. And have
but they only seem to be working between 8 and 5 or 8 and 6 or something.
No, sometimes they come out in the night. They come out in the night. They out in the night too. They work in the night too, likewise.
You've got a transport department as well?
Yeah, but they, they work out.
Yeah, rural.
Right.
But then
But like I said, we try, and we cannot be like you say everywhere at the same time.
I understand that perfectly.
And thing, it all depends, or it all is on the initiative of the person who is driving, to always be mindful that there are other road users, pedestrians, cyclists, and people out there. The roads are for everyone. You must be driving out there with due care and attention, right? But some people believe that they want to go to Belize City, or maybe want to go to Carmelita or BSI, but they need to be there for 8 o'clock, and they want to leave their house at 3 minutes to 8.
Yep, impossible.
And then oh, my vehicle good, my vehicle, and then decide that, yeah, I will make a dash for it. And these are the problems. You need to plan in advance. You know you need to reach at this certain spot, leave in appropriate time. Things could happen. You may have a brand new tire, and I tell from experience. I see we put brand new tire on a vehicle, and the same brand new tire bursts the same day beside the old ones that are on. It could burst. So while driving so fast, you don't have to hit anybody, but you could have a blowout. Something could let go from that vehicle. A screw, remember, there's some little screws. You as a driver know that. A little screw let go and your steering is off or whatever. So you have to drive with care. And remember that these things can break, they can loose, the tire can burst, and then, like you mentioned earlier, their own self can be hurt. The lives they save may be theirs. You know,
the
so
life they save may be your very own.
Very own, exactly. So we are saying to drivers out there to be cautious. You need to go somewhere, leave on time. Check your vehicles. You know, sometimes they contributed to the accident or whatever may happen because they never check that the tire is soft, or they never carry the jack, never carry the wheel spanner. You know, and these simple little things cause some serious havoc to life. You know, because sometimes because of a vehicle leaving on the road, you cause an accident, something run into it, may kill somebody else, or they steal from a vehicle because you have to leave it to go look for the part and things. So you need to do, like you said, make a little checklist, man.
Yeah.
Make a little checklist to look, I have this, and this, and then I leave.
Yeah. Since we are on the traffic side, when it comes to the traffic in a town, what are we looking at when you approach a checkpoint, a police checkpoint? What are the police looking at? What are they looking for?
The police usually, in the daytime especially, they look for vehicle license, insurance, the driver's license, the category license, because that's another thing, you know, Checky, and some other things. A number of people are driving out of the category.
Oh, what you mean is you could be driving a vehicle.
You may be driving this car or this truck, this pickup, but you have an AF license. That's an automatic transmission.
And you're driving a
standard vehicle. And you may not be fully versed.
Right.
So you may cause an accident.
Yeah, because you never pass one.
You
You
never
never
pass
take
a
one test
test,
for
you
that.
never take one test for that.
Yes.
Right?
Or you're driving also a vehicle that is licensed for private use, but you are driving a goods vehicle, and you have the lives on the merchandise of a lot of people on your
on
your back.
You know, so those are certain things we look for. You know, the registration of vehicles, because sometimes people driving vehicles and they're unregistered. And once a vehicle has come into the country, he has paid its custom duty, then you must register that vehicle, right?
Yeah.
Unregistered. You know, and there's things, you must have the registration certificate along with you in a vehicle. That's a part.
The registration of the vehicle?
Registration, yes.
Okay. So you could make a copy of it and have it there?
Yes.
And have the original
to get the copy and get it authorized.
How people go in a vehicle and have a lot of people, like them pick up, they have a lot of people in the pan, then pack up our vehicle overloaded, or they are driving under the influence of alcohol?
Under the influence of alcohol, we suspect you under the influence of alcohol. There is two processes. We can either ask you for a urine specimen, where you get a specimen to your own urine to take to where we want to check, and we take one to the lab. Or we take it to the hospital, the Northern Regional, and ask the doctor to withdraw some blood, put it in tubes, and then take it.
Is that person still allowed to drive?
Well, yes, because he has not been convicted, right? But not at the same time. We suspect you'll have to, we believe he's in that way maybe too incapable of handling the vehicle. Then we'll not let them drive, right? Okay. We'll keep the vehicle. Usually, what we do, we'll hold the vehicle, right, just for safety purposes.
Right.
Because our thing is what protection of life and property, and then or have a family member come for the vehicle or something to that sort.
Somebody that has a valid driver's license as well.
We'll not let them drive the vehicle again because it may cause an accident. Right? If you don't suspect this person, why allow him to drive? Right? Yeah. So that's what we'll do in those cases. Now those people are taking people in the back of those vehicles and things. Many of them have been charged. Sometimes
they get charged?
Yes. Carrying passengers not properly seated, they were carrying excess passengers like in the buses and so. And those people that are not licensed to carry passengers in the back. Okay. See?
I was in Belize City the other day, and I saw, and you'd expect the very police officers to apply the law, And I was in a police vehicle, I was by a supermarket, Sanka supermarket, and I saw the police vehicle pass with about 7 or 8 officers sitting on the side of the pickup, and I go like, but aren't these people? Don't they know that it's supposed to be? They're supposed to be sitting inside, because the law applies for everybody. Am I right?
Yeah, the law applies for everybody, and there's certain things that. One, that's a means of transportation for the officers. They're probably taking them to
get some boards and put it in the middle. Yeah.
Take a lower seat or something to that effect, right?
Yeah. Mr. Che, you mentioned when it comes to the traffic, right? People, you're checking for registration, for a driver's license, for insurance. What happened to the young people if they stopped on a checkpoint? 3 things. If they don't have the registration, if they don't have the driver's license, or they don't have valid insurance. What's the consequence?
We did the insurance first. Insurance is arrestable. That's an arrestable offense there and then, right? See? You can be taken to the court, and where your license you can be disqualified by the court.
It can be revoked, yes.
No, disqualified. They can disqualify for the first time, maybe for a year, right? So you cannot obtain a driver's license.
So if somebody drive, let's say right on Friday evening, you come out and you go in, so whatever you do, and you come to a checkpoint, a police checkpoint, your vehicle is not insured under the laws of Belize. What happened at that time? Let's say it happened after 5 o'clock by evening or 6 o'clock. What happened?
The person is being charged, okay? The vehicle is then impounded until that insurance is being bought for that specific vehicle.
But the person is not arrested, right?
Yes. The person get arrested and charged and granted bail. Remember, bail is right.
Okay, so they could get on bail the same time?
Yes, they'll get police, the JP bail or police bail.
That have to reach court though?
Yes.
Insurance?
Insurance.
How when it comes to the driver's license?
The driver's license, the person can be ticketed, or sometimes checker try to be, work with people. Sometimes, like, for example, you may enter this vehicle, some people have a tendency to put their license inside the vehicle. Right? And that's by as human error, you may step out of this vehicle and get into this other vehicle,
right,
leaving a driver's license. So sometimes you speak to the person and say, I just left that thing in this vehicle. So you give them that little break to either bring it into the station, or you could ticket them, or you could summons them and charge them, whatever. They still can be charged. They should have it.
Yeah,
but you try to work with people because we are humans.
But then on the next case, Suppose they don't have a driver's license.
Then automatically they're charged.
They're charged.
They're charged. That's the charge.
So the point is that because the person can easily claim that he has left it in the other vehicle, but is there some following up on, because maybe it could be a big lie from the
maybe you don't got none at all.
So that's the reason why you will get his or her particulars, right? Like I said, you could get it and then you could say, well, all right, then you know, break, I will carry one time, deal with you.
The police could do that, right?
Yes. You could charge you there and then. You don't have to give you. But I say you try to work with people. Sometimes that's just a genuine thing. So you tell them, all right, I give you this amount of time to present it to the nearest police station.
Okay.
So if they're from
if
they're from another district, you can do that as well.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Present it to the next
But
police.
is it at the discretion of the officer or is it written in the law?
Discretion of the officer.
Discretion of the officer.
So that person is allowed to carry on his mission. So what happened if he left and he reach a next checkpoint that boom cut off?
Well,
explain it.
That is the thing again with the other checkpoint there.
Because you're not letting him go as such. You say, all right,
you have all his information, you know, his particulars and so. So you give him what you'll find at times, like you said, check, it does happen. Then sometimes the other officers at the other checkpoint would make check with this, with the other station or the other police officers to verify whether or not this person did stop or whatever, you know.
But common sense would dictate in that case, Checky, that person passes the wheel on to somebody else within, if there is if there are other people.
Well, they do
that person to be the driver.
Right.
So that would the chances of that reoccurring would that be
the police usually do that too. Is there anyone who has a license on them and ask them to we ask them to do that, right? You know, but if not, then I see, and why we have to be considered, Checky. Sometimes these people are taking, like for instance, in the Christmas time, you know, they're taking goods. Some are taking ham, turkey. You know, they're taking eggs, whatever. So you have to work with people, you know, because why hold back this vehicle now? These things could spoil, you know, and it's business, you know.
The police give consideration. So then people out there with their driver's license they expired today or they don't have none at all. What you advise them to do?
If they don't have their driver's license, and license expired, go to the office and renew or get your driver's license. Make sure your vehicle is being insured, you know.
Yeah.
The insurance is a big thing, you know, Checky. People take it for granted, but it's a big issue, you know, because when you get into accidents, then you can't pay those bills that they may cause. But if you have the insurance, insurance will pay that for them.
Yeah. This one say here, it's about time that drinking drivers should be suspended immediately if caught. We are having a lot of accidents because of alcohol.
You see, understand the person who may send that text, they have to understand the laws of beliefs. We have the accusatorial system, right? Where you're being accused.
What's that system?
Accusatorial.
Okay.
They accuse you. It's not that you are guilty and then you are found innocent. You are innocent until proven guilty. Right?
Yeah.
So you have to go through the process. When they are found guilty at the court, they are being suspended.
Okay, so only the court could find you guilty?
Only the court could find you guilty. Right? For that to happen, they'll have to go to House of Parliament, and Parliament will have to pass a new law or amend the law so that will happen.
So right? Police can't try your case out?
No. No way. The courts is the only way where your cases are being tried. No police could try no case.
Okay, Mr. Che, 3 minutes after 8 o'clock, this discussion is good. We're going into the Christmas safety, but it's good that we are discussing traffic because traffic, they move around a lot. They got some of the taxi where they try pick up the leave money and they know the joke when it comes to the roundabout and so on, they stop and so. But we're going to take a break and we'll come back, Emmanuel.
Take that break, guys, and we'll be right back.
Need an escape from your daily schedule? Why not become a tourist in your own country? Discover Western Belize. Transport back in time and be awed by the reminiscences of the Mayan civilization. Be adventurous or spend a day with family and friends enjoying the serenity of the Macau River. Sample a kaya staple or pick up some fresh produce to make your own delicacy. Come visit us in Western Belize. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
5.0, 4 válvulas por cilindro. Todos quisiéramos una. Como que no agarra, ¿no? Siento como que se le pega el balancín. Vamos a darte el aceite que te mereces. Vas a correr como rayo, preciosa.
Los que oímos más allá de las revoluciones, hablamos máquina. Rostras poniendo el mundo a funcionar. Agente autorizado German Vega y Sons. Teléfono 322-3625. Roche France. Let's get ready to rumble!
Y'all ready for this?
Get serious. Get bopped.
I love my Digicel 4G LTE data. Between work and school, I have to multitask to keep up. When I'm on the move, I have everything I need no matter where I go. Whether it's research for school, emails for work, or Facebook, Snapchat, and YouTube while on those long bus rides, Digicel 4G LTE got me covered. Digicel 4G LTE's nationwide coverage is exactly what I need to get me where I'm going. They're truly the bigger, better network.
The bigger, better network. Digicel.
You have an 8-cylinder powerful engine disguised as an aluminum alloy that spins at 8,000 revolutions per minute.
Goes like this. You think it's a turbo?
No, with the cleaning of injectors and a change of oil, you will run more efficient, my friend.
For those who understand the engine like it talks to you, we speak machine. Rush France, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega and Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
The new Belize City Civic Center is taking shape at the foot of the Balkan Bridge and is expected to be completed by December 2017. This multi-purpose mega facility will boast an air-conditioned interior with a seating capacity of 4,500, a FEMA-certified wooden main court and 3 practice courts, offices, media boxes, and multiple locker rooms. Another basketball court with 24-hour access to the public and parking for 200 vehicles. This $34 million investment highlights a new era of world-class sporting infrastructure for the entire country of Belize. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
The Philip Colton Highway between Belize City and the Philip Colton International Airport is getting a major facelift to the tune of $31.5 million. Section A of the highway upgrading project between Hallover Bridge and PGIA is nearing completion at an investment of $13.6 million. Works include construction of retaining walls to prevent erosion, widening of the road cross-section to include paved road shoulders, pavement restoration and resurfacing. The project also includes installation of LED road lighting and safety features such as signs, reflectors, road marking, and improved visibility through the clearing of the road reserve. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. As I said, ladies and gentlemen, we have today Superintendent Chi. And during this Christmas season, we have to be particularly alert. We need to also be proactive. Correct. Because we need to, if you can avoid, we're better, no? The avoiding is better than curing a situation. You know what I mean? So I guess prevention and being alert is the key word for this Christmas. Okay?
Exactly.
Avoid that kind of situation. If you need to go downtown, don't go. If you don't need to go that fast, don't do it. In other words, prevention is key.
Yeah, that is important what you're saying, Emmanuel, because I was saying to Mr. Che, everybody want to make the lead money, the taxi man want to make the lead money, but then they rush, Mr. Che.
They are rushing, and check if I hope we go a little into this a little further. I'll go to something into the homes, but that is true. The drivers, they are not being considerate at this time. See somebody crossing the street with a two-bag man, take one little pass and make the person cross the street. Driving is a privilege. That's a privilege, Walking is a right.
Yeah.
You understand that?
Yeah.
Some people may not understand that. Why they pay license, they pay insurance? Yes, you are paying those things. But driving is a privilege. Walking is a right.
But you see, that can be understandable, but then ballet out there try to make one money. Let's say somebody stand up here and what taxi they call, and next one they behind him. Two of them want to try to see how they could reach there, so they don't consider the person they cross the road.
Exactly.
They want about them to pick up that passenger.
Exactly, and they're not being considerate. So on this we are asking people, and this I think that causes accidents. Causes accident because the rush and bus, right? Take your time, man. Plan your journey, because sometimes they don't plan. Plan your journey, plan your route, where you're going, how long it will take you to that time, then you leave on time. Drivers going around, especially the taxi drivers, and so those buses, again, they stop in the middle of the street, obstruct traffic.
And they're big.
And because of that, people trying to pass and cause another accident and so on. And because they're big, they pull it away.
Yeah.
Right? The buses, they're big, and they pull it away, and that is wrong.
Was there an accident on Sunday morning over by the police station?
Yes, there was an accident.
But fortunately, nobody died or anything.
No, it's just the vehicle running into the back of the other.
Running to the back, okay.
How much does it affect traffic when you approach the stoplight and then people not park behind the stop sign? They park way in front of them.
It affects greatly, Check. I can just tell about probably a couple of days ago, I saw an athlete bus was making a left turn coming from Belize City side, and the vehicle that passed from San Antonio Road came out too far, and it affected the bus to make that turn, right? Because the vehicle was out too far. So they need to respect, because for the smaller vehicles, yes, they can, but the bigger vehicles like the buses, the tractor trailers or whatever, those bigger trucks, right? It affects them. They need a bigger turn, a wider turn to turn.
At one time, there were these markers on the road saying, okay, this is where you're going to stop. You should stop.
There is a stop sign. There are signs there.
But on the road, that says, that gives you the demarcation as to if this is the road and this is the stop sign and the light, you're not supposed to stop all the way here. You're supposed to stay. But there was a marker on the road.
Well, they don't have that mark, but they have the sign where you're supposed to stop, and you're supposed to respect that stop sign. It's there.
And then, Mr. Chase, some people like go and park right by where the stop sign there. They park right there, so they come out of their vehicle and they park more up on the side.
Yes, that is illegal again, and we have seen that. Some people have been ticketed for that, for incidents like that.
But going back to that stop sign thing, the stop sign people will stop, but they will stop all the way here. They're supposed to be stopping
behind the stop sign.
Behind the stop sign.
Let's get this guy. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the show.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Inspector Chief.
Morning, Mom.
Inspector Chief?
Yes, Mom.
I don't know if anybody calling and for talk about this subject I need to talk about this morning, no?
Yes, Mom.
But my concern about them firecrackers are recognized about the place. In my opinion, it's just disgusting. You have people who are elderly, who are sick. Sometimes you're in your house, you do your own business, and you have this nice bomb right next door, there next door neighbor, children on the street front of your house. And apart from the noise, you have the elderly people who are sick. Right in our area, I have my husband in a bed sick for years now. Right up the street, your ex-father-in-law is right up there. And in this neighborhood, that every man is bang, they make nice body place. Secondary, the smoke creates a lot of respiratory problems, especially like Christmas Eve night, New Year's Eve night. My God, the smoke is so thick, I choke up in my own house. And aren't there laws on the books with regards to firecrackers, Inspector Chief? Are these things legal to be, I don't know what happened in a foreign neighborhood? I mean, what happened to noise pollution, not to smoke pollution? I don't know what, if there are laws on our books with regards to firecrackers, but please give us the explanation if you could, Papa. Thank you very much and have a great day. Welcome back to Orange Rock, Inspector Chief.
Thank you, Ma'am.
Do you think, Mr.
No. There is laws, right? And a number of people has been charged up to lately. The police working along with customs. When we find them, we take it to customs, right? Because it's on custom good, right? And thing. However, there are certain provisions. Like for instance, we had the novena time for the Virgin of Guadalupe and those things, right? Where people can apply for a permit.
Oh, they apply.
Apply the dangerous goods. That's what the police for a permit to burst firecrackers within a certain designated area and time, right?
Oh, okay. Has to be specific.
It have to be for a specific reason. Yeah. You have like the novenas, or sometimes people having a quinceañera, but you have.
Or the 21st of September.
You have to apply. It's not something that you could just go and do it. But the problem is, checking and Mr. Wade, that people are not reasonable with each other. Because what the lady says is true, right? Sometimes in a bed sleeping myself, and then you hear those big bang, you jump up, you know. So I wonder if somebody gets shot and all this type of thing. And I know an incident where a person was shot, and nobody knew he got shot because the firecrackers was bursting. So it's dangerous, right? See, those stores or shops or people who are bringing in these goods are the perpetrators. They are the ones who's supposed to have conscience, right? And realize that you have sick people, like lady said, right? It is not good for. We have instances where people got injured, kids got injured with those same firecrackers, especially those bigger ones. You know? So, yes, there is a law, there's laws on it, and when we catch them, we do charge, you know. But people have to be more mindful and consider their neighbors and their surroundings, as I say. Right?
This one almost say what the lady may say. Say, what about loud music and noise? Some neighbors are annoying, especially if they are drinking. We must learn to be considerate if others, especially if elderly people live in the same area. Definitely, I believe our laws need to be changed with drinking and driving. And this continues saying, don't get me wrong, I love music, but we can enjoy listening to it without disturbing others.
Well, that's it, Chicky. We had that same, when they had the little town meeting there, that came up likewise. You know, you can have your music and enjoy your music, but you cannot make it affect the other person, right? So many times people are the police are called, the police will go in there and have to ask these people to lower their music or stuff. They have times where we had to actually take away the system because some of them believe that, you know, and these things could lead to some serious problem because neighbors start to get edgy and, you know, we lead from there, go and play and all sort of thing.
You don't have to reach them.
You have to reach that. It's just understanding. Lower the music.
Doesn't it go right back to consideration? Doesn't it go right back to the you have to be sensitive to other people's rights. A lot of people say, I have the right to play the music as loud as I want. And my neighbor would say, I have the right not to hear it.
Exactly. Exactly. Right?
You know what I mean? So where do you go from there? But it seems to me that people have lost that perspective of respecting other people's rights. So, and I think that's going to go downhill from now on. But sometimes I believe that you must insert some little break into this and break the impasse, you know, and just try to see if maybe you can try to break it by example. But of course, you'll have to perhaps charge or imprison a couple of people to give an example, to give an example to other people that you can't do it. Because at the end of the day, believe me, just like firecrackers, I can understand that it's in the order of the day. You can't go arrest 1,000 or 2,000 people doing firecrackers on Christmas Day or New Year's Day is virtually impossible. But you do have some people who have these large explosions, like just the other day I got here, boom, and I wonder what in the world is going on. It's a big, huge firecracker that was going off in somebody's yard.
But like you say, Mr. Che says consideration. Now when it comes to the Christmas Day, Mr. Che, a lot of people have their leave bashment than a house. Sometimes they take their vehicle and they go out because they power them out, they drink up and start drunk and sleep, and then they just take the key and they go and ride about the place. They not have the way of driving, handling a motor vehicle, and they crash into people and get into problems, and then they stop at the stoplight. What would be your advice to these people, or talk to them about this? Even the ones that would go out and attempt to take that key and go out and drink, or they don't have a driver's license.
Check it, the main thing lies with the parents or the guardians of these kids. There it's where it lies, because they will find themselves into problem. They will have to answer. They are answerable by law.
Okay.
So it's for they have the duty to ensure that those minors don't get those keys. So they must ensure if they have to lock it up or thing. And check it, if you have your kids, you're supposed to be able to talk to them and let them understand that if you say no, then no.
Yep.
Now you say no and tell them to do what they want. You say no is no.
Yep.
Right? And if they know they have kids like that doesn't listen to them, then it's still their duty to find some way so they don't get these keys for these vehicles to go out. You know, and then again, you have a thing, you have to be conscious of your surrounding. Not because of friends and your neighbors and this one come and never see for about 10 years and you will forget everything else. You need to go and check. Right? You need to go and check. Check outside to see if your kids they're out there, what, because
make sure
you don't want to hear, they can call and say, you need to come to the morgue, you need to come to the hospital, you need to come to the accident scene.
Then you ask yourself for what?
And then you get and all this balling and things, you contribute to that. Check. Your kids are going out, find out where they are going, who they are going with. Right? Very important, to know where your kids are going and who they are going with. Very, very important. See?
Yeah.
So these are some things. It's not only, no, find out where they're going, who they're going with. Yeah. Because maybe you need to say, stop, you can't go into that one because you know that person is irresponsible. While your child may be sober and may not drink or so, but a friend and I hit drive and why need that if I watch I could skip this week because knock at 360 and I got you.
Pull up,
all kind of things. So you need to know who they're going with.
Now, how when it comes to the parents and so anybody will have a driver's license but they drink up a Christmas Day and want to go out,
put up the keys. Put up the keys. My advice to them: put up the keys.
Put up the keys before you start to drink.
Put up the keys before you start. Hide it for yourself then. Right? Hide it for yourself. Okay, I control. Hide it from yourself, or get a taxi and move out because you may just get yourself into some problems that you don't need.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
I might injure cars. Havoc to other people's lives.
Right.
So
this question goes for you, but I know it not pertain to you. He said, "Good morning, Mr. Che. How about some police officers drinking? What to do? I know that no go for you, but the question is for you."
Yes, I don't like that. You meet officers out there drinking, please holler at me, call me. Right?
You mean officers cannot drink entirely, or it just cannot drink in uniform?
In uniform, while it's working or while it's not working. Maybe they're going off home.
Okay.
They must respect the uniform. And they cannot, likewise, they should not public drink. Outright.
Outright, no public drinking.
No, with the police, no, right, no man. You're the police. You arrest people out there for you go public drink. Who are you?
But so how if you're not working?
Even if we're not working, check
Oh, okay, good. You need to show the
example.
example.
Show the example.
Yeah. And I say that to them over and over in meetings, and if I see them, I have a cell block there for them.
You got space.
I have space.
This one, I think this text come back to the loud music when we talk about. This person said, that happened to me. I spoke to my neighbors about the hard, loud music. Now, they do it more because they're upset. What can we do if they continue? My dad is sick.
Call the police.
He said my dad is sick and he take 20 pills every single day.
Call the police.
Call the police.
Call the police.
And the police will respond.
The police will respond and deal with that matter.
Okay. Brother Chu, we have been asking you a lot of questions this morning, but I know you have your agenda as well that you want to deal with this morning.
Checky, I want to talk about the homes a little. You know, we know this is a time a lot of baking is taking place.
Yes.
Right? And we're in this technology era now. Just like the person they bake, but the phone ring, and I forget to bake.
Yeah.
Next thing, fire. Right? You have to be conscious of your homes, people. You can't be serving two masters at the same time. Right? Or they leave the homes, they iron the clothes, let the iron on the bed, because they hurry.
Yeah, the iron.
And let plug in, next thing, fire burn.
The iron drop.
So I'm saying to people to be very, very careful in this time. We don't need no more fire burns. We don't have a number of them in Belize City and other places already. So far, we have none now in Joa, and I wanted to keep that way, people. Because while we will do our investigation to try and find out what happened, the loss is that you people may suffer. You can never be maybe recovered or be paid back. You may lose some things that you will never recover back. You could never get those back. Right? It's a great loss when people fire. Fire are very dangerous things. You know, so we're asking people that yes, there's be a lot of cooking now, baking, ironing, because they're going to party, they're going to all about. But you need to be very conscious and mindful to do the safeguards or put in the safeguards. No be too hurry. If you left out and never sure unplug the iron, go back home, please, and check it.
Miss two
beer and miss whatever, miss that piece of cake or ham. It doesn't matter, but you're sure that your house is in order and safe.
That happened to me.
Right?
I was living in Ladyville and I was going to Belize City. And I remember, and I was, all of a sudden, something passed through my mind. Why are you out the iron? And I'm almost into Belize City. And I did a U-turn. I went back home.
You skid tires?
And it turns out that no, I don't skid tires. I had out the iron. You know, I just didn't remember. But I made assurance double sure.
Yeah.
I went there and I checked on it because what a thing if, during the party, somebody called me and said, boy, big explosion at your house under fire.
You know, check it. There's a thing. I learned something, right?
Yeah.
You do a little checklist. Right? And while going along, you take them off. Simple thing to keep you in. You are humans. We are humans.
Yeah.
Right? And from doing this one and doing that one, you might slip one along the way. But if you go, so before you have to leave out and you check, you take them off. I do this.
Yeah. Just like
when you left out the door, you can leave with your mind contented that nothing left undone at home. Right? You show out the gas tank, out the stove. You see, because many times we have some people have stoves, they have their own igniters.
Right, yes.
Right?
Yeah, I'm going to call Mr. Chi. Hello, good morning, welcome to the show.
Morning, Checky, morning, Mr. Martinez, morning, Mr. Chi.
Morning.
Watch out. I want to ask Mr. Chi if he give his number, should in case anybody or member of the public maybe make one complaint or call the police station and they not get no answer, if they could contact him personally. You know what I mean? Like, all right, maybe I call to give one information or something and like the police, they hesitate and they push you around. If they could contact him and inform him about it where he could, you know what I mean, get directed. If he got one, if he prepared to give number or he not give the number, personally where he could be contacted.
Sir, I does that every day, and I deal with situations like that every day. Yes, my number is a personal number, but I give it out. I'm a police at heart.
People call you sometimes?
People call me all hours of the night.
Okay.
All hours. Honestly, all hours of the night I get called. My phone sleep on my bed allowed me, right by my pillow, and I answer. Right? So people call me my friend and I give my number. Yes, it's my personal number. It's not a government line or anything, but I give out my number. So people call me. That's the only way I have to work with the public and I want the public to work along with me. So I give my number. They call me and many people have called because I never get assistance from the station. And when they call me, they get assistance. Some of them call back, so I meet them on the street. Mr. Chairman, get assistance. The policeman did call. So, right? Because it's true. Sometimes the police officers, they don't respond. Yes. For whatever reason, I don't know why they don't want to respond, and I have to get involved, and I have no problem with that, no qualms with that, sir. So I does that, sir.
How many vehicles?
Are you still there, caller?
Yeah, but I want his number.
Oh, we can't divulge it.
That one, 6600 6635.
6635.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
No call, cancer call.
Thank you.
Yeah. So that's a wonderful thing. That's a wonderful thing, Mr. Che. But you know, I mean, you got a life too.
Right. Okay. so that one this phone and I don't joke. I tell you. That's all hours of the night they get called. You know,
but if you call Mr. Che, you know, answer, no get vexed, try call back because maybe they're on next call too. A lot of people they call, right?
Sometimes.
But you may depend on the cooking thing and the checklist and so, Mr. Che.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, Jackie. Yes. You know, maybe want to call this nice dinner now, you know. All this ham, turkey, whatever they're cooking. But sometimes we get a little bit careless. And it can cause some fire or other damages to your homes. You burn up the turkey, you burn up whatever. Right? So we ask people to be very careful in this time. Right? While they do things, right? Sometimes they use a light and they leave the light right beside a piece of paper or something. After a while, the heat, right?
Yes.
Ignite that paper, fire the curtain. It happens. Yeah. So they use candle. People have the different things that they do. Yeah. But no problem doing these things, but make sure it's in a safe way you're using them.
Yeah. So, how them people were going out, they say, well, we're going shopping today. I think only I take 1 hour. So I left me pick them home.
That's a no, Chicky. Kids will be kids. You tell them to touch the stove, they want to touch it.
You tell them to touch it?
You tell them to touch it. You tell them, no, do this. They want to explore. Kids, they always want to explore.
No put on a stereo.
They will put it on, right? So
okay.
It's best to either take them along with you or you left somebody in charge of them to guard them so that they don't do things. Because many times these are where incidents happen. Kids go start play with match, catch your house fire. We have a lot of incidents of that.
Yeah.
They put on the stove, they forget, right? They gas the blow on the house, then you come in and it's like boom.
Yeah.
Right? So and it's illegal to leave kids alone.
Okay.
Right? So it's illegal.
So
leave
not take
minors alone. Not take it for granted.
I say I just go in a shop for 5 minutes, man. I just go across. I left on my stove because I go in a shop. I come right back. And I tell you, pick the watch the stove for me.
Maybe I feel that the kids don't know. Right?
Or maybe they're going to turn on the next one.
Turn
no?
on. Right? So don't leave the kids alone.
So that is illegal?
It's illegal to leave kids alone. Right? They are minors, you don't leave them alone. Right?
Okay, well, we're glad to hear that, and I hope that people will take that into consideration.
We have people who have been charged. We have charged people because of that already. Right? See? So don't leave those kids alone in those homes and go out.
Yeah.
That's the reason why we have a number of instances where kids were burnt in houses because they were left alone.
Yeah, we had a number of incidents like that.
Yes.
Yes.
Fortunately, we haven't had any here in Orange, but unfortunately in Belize,
we
have that. And pretty much the same reason behind it. Only began a shop gone by, and
the mother made on the tag, he said, I got right round the corner, I got buy right that Chinese, I got buy what 2 from 2. I want to come back. And the house on a blaze.
The house on a blaze, nobody know that kids are in the house.
Nobody know the pick them in the paper.
It was a sad sight, guys. I work those things.
Yeah, you know.
It's not nice. So I ask people, don't leave those kids alone.
Yeah.
You know?
So the caller when me call me ask about your number. But how about the 911 number and the numbers at the police station? How much numbers they got? How the 911 work?
The 911 work, you just call any phone. Smart, digital, you just call. That's
what if you don't got credit?
You don't need no credit.
Okay.
You need no credit on the phone. 911 is a free call and you don't need no credit. Once you dial that, if you don't have credit, it won't work.
You have a special operator who answer that line, or is
the diarist? We have a diarist there who or any police in the station.
So that goes straight to the station?
Goes straight to the station.
So is it better to dial the 911 or the number for the police station? Which one is quicker?
The 911 should be quicker, but again, it's only one phone, and sometimes a number of people knows about that line, and a lot of people using that line at the same time. So sometimes you get busy call or the call not go through because the line is busy.
Okay.
Right? Occupied. So you could call the 322-2022, which is a station straight line.
That different from the 911 number?
Different from the 911 number. You have 2 lines there, the 911 and I have the 322-2022. That's Orange Police Station.
And someone is always there to answer those.
Police are always there to answer those.
So that 911 and a 322-2022 It's 24 hours a day. You call a number. Look at that 3 o'clock the man say, I can't
hours.
call right now because...
Any hours, somebody should answer that line. And they don't answer the line, call me.
Yeah. Then the time of the night, Mr. Chief, let's say somebody call from a village or so, and they have a complaint, something happened in a village. The diarists are there to answer the number, but are there patrols to go out and attend to a situation if needed so?
Yes, we have patrols, and this is sometimes where it get a little bit tight, because sometimes the patrol may be dealing with something else. So we have to have a little patience. Or sometimes, because of nature of the incident, we have to left that one and go to the other one.
Oh, okay.
Right? It depends on the amount. But during the night, we usually have at least 2 patrols, a minimum of 2 patrols out all night.
And they are prepared to reach all the villages.
And again, like I had to say to a caller Sunday night, you need the police, they are not in the airplane. I never want to be, that's not disrespectful. They called me, and 3 minutes after again they call the police to reach it.
You know, reach it.
Come on, they called me from Guinea Grass, you know. The police, they're on their way, and I sure they're on their way.
Yeah.
Right? You have to be considerate. The police are not in the airplane and not being disrespectful, but you have to give, you know, the patrols heading that way.
If something happened in your house or a neighbor house or a village, you call. What are the information you would like people to give to the person that are answering the call there?
We like them to give like direct addresses, color houses, where like we try to use the best known landmark in the area.
Okay.
Because I may not know, I don't know the whole Orange Walk. Okay. Right?
Yeah.
But if it says Stadium Street, right? 2 lanes pass the stadium, you turn right, you turn left, or you know, you give directives to, because not everybody know everywhere.
Like if you
in the night sometimes it's a bit different.
Yeah, they call up, es con Don Pablito que vive por allá por el otro área. You don't know it,
right? You know Don Pablito. You know the house. And many times that happen. The police passes the house. These people call for it, but they stay inside.
Oh, okay.
Right? I know your case. I know Mr. Martinez. Right? But that means I have to know exact house you live.
Right.
So when you call me, yes, I know. So when I was come outside to say, or see this in front of my house or so especially in the night, it's more difficult. So we ask people to come outside, look out for the police, right? To indicate to them that this is the house.
They can for sure the police are reached.
The police are reached maybe a little bit later than you expected, because sometimes they are doing other incidents or other reports, but they will reach.
Should they see the nature of the crime that is happening?
Yes. So they like to exaggerate too. They will say, oh, a gun and this one, so tell any boyfriend and girlfriend quiet.
But the police go well prepared, right?
The police go prepared, you know. But then sometimes it causes a divert from some days because you know when gun involved. What? So, you know, immediate when I get there, that's one simple. So we have to be careful.
A lot of the times, police get calls from households where there's a quarrel. In other words, it's a quarrel between 2 family members. Domestic quarreling. Yes, I understand that the legalities behind it, but would you go one step further and say and order some sort of peacemaker to come in, or some sort of counseling for the family members?
We have that. We have a officer now. His name is Anderson, who has been certified. Instead of the matter may go to court, we will sit down
and settle this out
and try talk it out. If not, there's a courts where you can go and apply for different orders. You know, you have the different orders they can apply for there at the courts and settle it through that way. But now we do have a person who will come in and speak with these people.
Sort of
mediator and try to settle things. The thing is to try not to break up families, Jackie.
Yeah.
The breaking up family is too much, and then it takes that. That's when kids are involved.
Right.
So they try not to have that. You know, try to talk to people, but some people are just adamant. You can't speak to them any at all. They hell bent that.
Especially when they're up on a rage, Jojo.
Yeah, you know.
But we need to take a break.
Yeah, we will be wrapping up with Mr. Chi on this segment right time, Manuel.
Right.
Okay.
So,
all right.
Yeah.
So, you know, those are the little things that people say. And like I said, you know, we're asking people to try to be safe. They're going out there shopping again in this time. Be aware of surroundings. No, don't take all a big amount of money and show off. Right? It could be dangerous, right? Know where you left your kids, know where you left your things, Because of that happened, Chucky. People misplace their own items and say they steal it. Right? Because they buy and left this and left that and too much bags.
Yeah.
You know, so I guess
check this.
Yes, exactly. So when you're buying, you know, buy a certain amount, you send it home or take it home and then you come. Don't buy too much.
Oh, another thing. Whenever you catch a cab, please remember to look behind you to see if you left anything.
Yes, exactly.
You leave a bag and the taxi man gone, I left the purse inside and I know the taxi man name.
Yeah.
Right? Again, to catch a cab, look at the license plate.
Oh, okay.
Visualize that license plate. Look at it. So that
people feel like
you left something in there, might drop something in there, you could call, you could find that, you could find the cab back, man.
Can people feel that people say, me got a blue shirt, man. I look like my Spanish man.
Yeah. And it happened before and they're accusing the wrong person. So look at the license plate of the vehicle to make sure, or even go further. Be like a conversation with the driver man, ask, what you name, man? Maybe next time I use your car or something.
Yeah, give me your number.
You get something that should, in case something arises, you know.
Yeah.
Right? And you know how some of them people are not too gentle. Those drivers are those cabs, so and they're looking for con people too. Likewise.
Yes.
So, you know, try to find out whatever information you can so that in case something happens, there's a lead. Right? You need to have a good lead so you can go somewhere. So, yes, and look at license plates and the vehicles and this type of thing.
Well, Mr. Che, your greetings to the Orange Walk public and the entire country, and your safety tips and advice for this Christmas season. Because like you said, they're 4 days away from Christmas, and I know the town busy already, and just continue to get busier and busier leading up to Christmas.
Well, Orange Walk, and somebody has said, Christmas is upon us. Let's be mindful of the less fortunate among us, right? I want to set a sentiment, right? That we have a lot of our neighbors, people lives in different areas that are less fortunate than us. Let's share. Remember the real meaning of Christmas, right? Christ is a gift to us, right? Then we must continue to give that gift to.
You want us to take this call?
Take it. Sure.
Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Final call of the morning. Hello.
Good morning. I should want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Thank you.
And I want to tell Mr. Chi that when you go to the bush, I want to bring that big long nut. When you wear it, you can remember me. Yes. You know, when one comes, he knows who he's supposed to know me. It's really part of my police.
I know that who.
Chewy,
all right, Chewy. All right, okay. I remember you.
Okay, Mr. Chewy.
One give that. All right, Mr. Chewy, continue. Continue, sir, continue.
You know, but as I was saying, let's remember the true meaning of this Christmas, right? And, you know, we can't get everybody we know, but we could try the less fortunate, those people who
really
like we look at it in the search and come and watch pan when Mr. Brass and for it gone. I can't give nobody everybody no harm or something. But little I have I try to share.
I gotta give that.
Right? I get no date. Right? Try to share, you know, if I want a plate of food or something, what couple of apple, whatever, but just to try to make their life a little bit more better for this time. You know, at least one for that one time that they are. You know, remember these people. Let's be. I think one of the good gift again you can give is like Lady Carl with these crackers and things. People, let's be mindful. Let's give the people a good gift, man. Have a good gift. Not go bust their firecrackers and think. Tell your kids. Don't allow them to go to the shops and those people who are selling these firecrackers to buy them and go and bursting them in the street. They're annoyance. Your kids will get hurt. Crackers busting kids' hand, they bust up their finger, their face, and all this. It happened before, right? And if you, today you may not have somebody sick, but tomorrow may be your turn. And then you will know and understand what it means and how it feels to deal with those situations. So just be mindful. And I know many times, they're not the parents, but they're the kids. But you allow your kids to go and do these things.
Right, yeah.
So you tell them, don't go and buy those firecrackers because if I catch you, I'll have to discipline in some fashion. Right? So speak to them. Right? And then we come back again to the shoppers, people out there, be wise out there. When you go to the store, don't let your hands have any glues, because that's another problem. Some people go into the stores, they take the kids and they steal the things and give it to the kids.
What?
Yes, we have videos of those, right? Putting things under their clothes and all these type of things. It's not good, people. You're teaching the kids the wrong thing, right?
Right.
Those people are doing a business. You're supposed to go in there and buy what you can buy. What you can't buy, then let that be it. But don't go and do illegal things. Don't teach the kids to do illegal things at very young age. Because what they see you do and what you are showing them to do, they will continue to do it because they will believe it's right. Right? You are the greatest role model. You know. Again, for the criminals out there, I'll send a warning to you. Stop or cease from doing those things. You are caught, you will be dealt with to the full extent of the law. Right? You can go and find a work or do something to make an honest living than to be going out there stealing from people. Right? The police will be out there in full force throughout the season, even myself at times. And if we meet you doing anything illegal, you will be dealt with. You know. See?
Yeah.
I want to wish everyone a blessed Christmas and a prosperous and blessed New Year coming 2018. Let's try to be safe. Let Orange Drop be a beacon to the rest of the country, and we have less incidents or no incidents at all. So far, I must say, thank God, we are doing good. We can do better, and we'll try to do better, but we are on the right track, right? Thanks to you guys here at this station to bring out, allowing me to bring out the word. And you people, I heard you saying the words and speaking and things. And last check it that every time on, just really advise you might catch. You say one person receive a lot. It never be 100, it could be one. But the one life received, the one family received, right, from that incident or that crime or whatever, it's a lot. Some people might look at the big picture and want a whole, I don't have to look for the whole 101 is good enough for me. I appreciate that one, that was a million. See? And I'll thank you people for doing a good job and continue to do a good job, guys. Keep up the work. You know, thus we can only spread the word, you know, like you guys do on a daily basis.
Well, thank you very much.
Right, Mr. Matthias, and blessed to
Merry
yourself and
Christmas
family.
and Happy New Year.
To you and family.
Well, all the best to yourself and the entire department, Mr. Che. And thanks for always answering the call and making yourself available to the public by coming on this show.
Thank you again. One last good thing I want to say. Blessed Christmas to my staff, each and every one of them and their families, and a prosperous New Year. And we will continue to do the work, guys. Thank you.
Folks, we'll take a short break, and myself and Emmanuel will be back for a very short and brief wrap-up.
Yes, we'll take that break.
I can watch it. Very short.
Thousands of Belizeans across the country are benefiting in the area of education and human resources development, water and sanitation systems enhancement. Funding for these national developmental projects are secured through the Basic Needs Trust Fund 7 and 8 programs under CDB, with counterpart funding by the government of Belize and in-kind contributions by communities. CDB is one of government's strategic partners in answering the clarion call in pursuit to alleviate poverty. The BNTF program is CDB's flagship poverty reduction program that has contributed significantly to the national development of Belize since 1979. In the quest of providing an educational foundation, teachers and parents receive training in enhanced educational leadership and parenting skills. The aim to nurture capacity building, in particular teachers and the development of students at school and at home. In recognition of the rapid technological environment, SIF distributed computers, including smartboards, projectors, risographs, and other equipment to schools to enhance the school's curriculum. Another hallmark of the fund's momentous achievements is in the area of water and sanitation. Access to safe water will enable men, women, and children to meet their daily needs, such as drinking, cooking, bathing, and washing. Access to safe water will also contribute significantly in improving community health and hygiene. SIF, in conjunction with BNTF and in collaboration with the Ministries of Health and Education, embarked on a Wash It training program. Beneficiaries included the communities of San Victor, Pueblo Viejo, Conejo, as well as public awareness programs. Access to good quality education, both academic and vocational, will enable students, future leaders, to become positive citizens, doctors, teachers, scientists, police officers, entrepreneurs, engineers, farmers, and the list goes on. This means the country's most cherished and greatest asset, our children, are given the opportunity to acquire a quality education in a healthy and conducive environment. The intervention by government and BNTF has resulted in the completion and rehabilitation of 10 schools inclusive of sub-projects in various communities. The completion of solar energy water systems will significantly contribute as an alternate energy source of supply. Since its inception 2 decades ago, the Social Investment Fund has implemented over 500 plus basic infrastructure and social projects across Belize.
The Social Investment Fund, breaking the cycle of poverty.
Punta Gorda Town now has a modern multi-purpose sporting facility thanks to the government of Belize. The brand new complex is double the size of the prior venue, and some of the features include a FIBA certified wooden court with padding underneath, seating capacity for 1,000, changing rooms, locker rooms, and offices. This $3.4 million investment in the town of Punta Gorda is being heralded by the residents of PG.
I feel very excited because this is first time a port like this is built in PG.
This is a big achievement for the town because we have a lot of the youths where they come out and want to play ball the same way, and this just put it on another level.
A lot of youths that can't even wait to play on the new court because it's so official and it's something new to PG in a whole.
I want to thank the government of Belize because they look out for PG, you know.
The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
6 cylinders to pure potential with better performance.
It looks like it vibrates. You think it could be the horsepower?
With a quart of oil and the calibration of the injectors, it will start to get the watchers again on the street.
We take a motor to its optimal level. We speak machine, Rush France, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega and Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
And welcome back, and we want to thank again Superintendent Chi for being here with us. I think that today we shared a wealth of information, and above all, we shared what I called hints on how to avoid things from happening. In other words, if you can avoid it, it's better than to cure that situation. What do you call it? Prevention is better than cure. Ladies and gentlemen, many times by very simply being alert to around us, by being just alert of everything that is around us, we can pick up on potentially dangerous situations, and we can avoid those situations simply by being alert. But many times we are too taken up with ourselves and taken up with stuff that really doesn't matter, that we don't care. We don't care to notice around us. We don't notice that there are people who are watching us, people who are eyeing us up. A small little gift. Dickerson, Orange Walk Restaurant, Anna's Kitchen, Vegas Imports, Double Sisters, Pastry, SP Discount Center. I'd like to also thank Miss Mutt. I'd like to also thank Eleanor Liquors. I'd like to thank Amparos. I'd like to thank Riverolls. I'd like to thank well, good Lord, it's almost impossible.
The cake people, the cheesecake people.
Oh, Cheesecake Delectable. I'd like to thank, wow, the support has been incredible, ladies and gentlemen. Incredible. And I'd like to tell the people, as you receive, so you should give. So, I'd like to thank the new Cheetos. Okay, the new Cheetos. I'd like to also, I'd like to also thank, wow, I know I'm missing out on a couple of people, and I beg your pardon, and this is why I don't, one of the reasons why I don't do it, because invariably what we do is we forget. But nonetheless, I will make out that list this evening, and I will make sure that nobody, absolutely nobody, is omitted from this list.
Right,
because I think that we need to give thanks. I need to give thanks to Pupuseria Dianitas. I like to give thanks to Anna is in there already. Anna's kitchen, you know what I mean? Anna's kitchen. I like to. The support has been enormous, ladies and gentlemen. Si vas y les pides, regálame una tantito para en torno a regalar, claro que sí, no tengo ningún problema con ello. And that's the way it goes.
I like what you always say, Emmanuel, that usually when things are happening, when we talk about the parade and different events happening, that people they just keep on going to the same people over and over. So when we go to some persons and they say they can't at this time, we understand them, right? We understand.
We understand.
Yeah, we understand, because they just keep on giving and giving, and you just have one set of people that you will get from, you know, and they give to everybody. So when you cannot give, we understand. We understand, right?
We understand perfectly. So, ladies and gentlemen, please tune us in tonight. Tonight we have A&Rs in the house. Today also we have Miss Berta Alonso talking about the activities of the Catholic Church. And tomorrow we have Pastorela. And it's going to be fun tomorrow because you're going to laugh. You're going to laugh. And then Saturday we're going to be having it's going to be songs and more songs and Christmas songs. And we're going to finish the show with a variety of Christmas songs. And it's not always that we can get people to come in and sing, you know what I mean? And so we particularly, once or twice is good, but to be doing it all the time, you know, it's apart from being a costly effort, it requires of a lot of preparation. But we want to thank everybody for viewing us, and we want to thank all the people who donated, because importantly, like I said, every time you receive a gift, somebody has donated it.
That's right.
And in much the same way that you receive, ladies and gentlemen, you must give. And if you should share, and I say, this stuff in me, because I win it, then it's not the way to go. Share. That's what we want people to do.
Because sometimes some people will not really need it, but share it. But well, on that note, Emmanuel, we'll close for this morning. I understand you mentioned that we might have Miss Berta on the Sugar City Morning Show as well.
No, Miss Berta on the Christmas Extravaganza.
Okay. So we'd like to thank you all who tuned in to the Sugar City Morning Show, and everybody who have been patronizing this station to keep this show going. Thank you very much. We have the 11 o'clock show. We'd like to thank the folks from Pepsi for always donating. We'd like to thank Miss Angie from the Boundary Store, everybody who have sponsored the show. Mr. German Vega and Sons Imports Limited, thank you all so much. They gave away those stoves last week, which was very great. Thank you, Mr. Vega. Thanks to Eddie. Thanks to Gilles. Oh, I got there. When was it? Tuesday, Tuesday evening. Boy, and when I used to go there that evening, I just go buy my meat. But when I got in there, they had at least about 6 or 7 people there inside to buy the ham. Serious? So,
really?
Yes, so I encourage you know, I have to go
we're going there right now.
You going there right now?
Brian Morris going there right now.
Okay, Morris attack us first.
Yes, he's promised that he's going to treat us today.
Well, she don't say he deal with the hamadile.
Morris, it's your turn today.
So we're gonna there. All right, so I went there today too because I have to give me a set of hams, and then we want to thank you all. Thanks to Miss Angie from the Boundary Store. We're having giveaways from the Boundary Store today at 11 o'clock on the music show, and they have 25% off on everything in the store, and they will open this Sunday as well. We'd like to thank everybody who sponsored the Sugar City Morning Show. We have the Digicel, we have the press office, we have the people distributors of the Buster. You know the Buster?
That is Eduardo Vega.
Yeah, all the way
and
from
our store, yes.
Yeah, we have Northern Medical Plaza, Northern Specialty Medical Plaza.
Yes.
We'd like to thank the guy.
Which reminds me, I need to go pick up a gift from somebody.
We'd
I
like
just
to
remembered.
thank the guys from the marketing board department that was here yesterday. They have very, very good show. They have great things going on there. So everybody who patronized the show, man, and the Sugar City Morning Show, would like to thank you all so much. Also, big thank you to Morris, to Escott, to Raheem, everybody who work right there. So, and folks, guess what? Yes, on behalf of the whole crew, Merry Christmas to all. I guess tomorrow, why want to do something tomorrow? I bring one cake.
I will eat it.
No, I bring one cake. Morris bring one 2-pack of chicharron. Make us see what you could bring. Make us see what easy for make you bring. You could bring
I can bring myself.
No, but bring something. All right, we'll eat the cake. How that sound?
I will bring something along.
All right, make something, give away something on behalf of us tomorrow. Then we'll put it to, yeah, this is it to share. So we'll put it as a package. We'll not give everything to one more. This is the package that we're giving away from the staff here, right? Some certain person win my cake. Then Morris brings some chicharron. Then you bring something and we just give it away on behalf of ourselves. So on that note, folks, this show...
How he pulled to one side?
I'll bring cake. Yeah, this show repeats at 9 o'clock tonight. It's all day on YouTube.
At 10.
Yeah, after the Christmas extravaganza, and then 11 o'clock this morning, we got giveaways. So for now, we gone, Pop.
We gone. And take care. We see you again tomorrow morning at the same time. My name is Emmanuel.
I'm Robert Checky Usher.
Okay, so good night, good morning, folks. And I'm sorry, good morning. And we'll see you. We have a job to do. We have to go to do some interviews. Okay? Hasta luego. Nos vemos.
City Morning Show.
Thousands of Belizeans across the country are benefiting in the area of education.